welcome back to my channel. I'm Cassidy and I'm a registered dietitian. I share easy vegetarian recipes here on my channel and on my blog at cozypeachkitchen.com. To never miss a new video, just hit subscribe down there in the lower right corner. So this week I am once again keeping things pretty simple, true to the name, easy vegetarian recipes. We are making a one-pot cherry tomato orzo. So if you've been here before, you know that I love minimal cleanup, and that is why one-pot pastas are amazing. Another reason they're great is because when pasta cooks, it releases starches into the water, so that makes the sauce even silkier. So let's just go ahead and jump on into this recipe. The only thing we need to chop today is some shallots. So if you, hey, baby, Mr. Wilson won't stop meowing. Let's talk about this, okay? If you've never had shallot before, it's like a sweeter, more concentrated version of a yellow onion. It kind of has some qualities from red onion as well. So think of it as a cross between the two. Even though it's small, it is quite concentrated in flavor. So at this point, let's just head on over to the stove and start cooking. My favorite thing to use for one-pot pastas is this tall-sided skillet. So it has these tall walls, which means you can add a fair amount of liquid and simmer in it, but it's not so deep like a Dutch oven where you can't saute and get that wonderful browning that you get in a skillet. So if you have one of these, it's perfect. If not, don't worry. You can use a Dutch oven, but I recommend using something kind of shallow like this, not a big stock pot. We'll start by heating the pan over medium-high heat, and once it's hot, add in 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. You could use olive oil here for a lighter flavor, but I think that since this is such a simple dish, the butter adds so much. Next up, we'll add in that shallot and the cherry tomatoes. This is a pint of cherry tomatoes. And we're just gonna cook these for about 3 to 4 minutes until the shallots are golden and the cherry tomatoes have some sear marks on them. When the shallots are golden, go ahead and add in the garlic. I'm using 5 cloves here. This is super garlicky. Definitely adjust to taste. And I am also adding in 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. This creates a rich tomato base. And I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of vegetable bouillon. We'll cook this down for just about 1 to 2 minutes. Toasting the tomato paste enhances its flavor, and of course the garlic also should be sauteed. Once the garlic is looking golden, we can go ahead and add in 2 cups of water. So if you don't have vegetable bouillon, I do recommend using vegetable broth instead of water. If you've ever had a hot cherry tomato pop in your mouth, you know it can be a little unpleasant. So I do like to smash those down before the sauce finishes. Bring that up to a rapid simmer over medium-high heat. It should happen really quickly in just about 1 to 2 minutes. And now we can add in the orzo. So I'm adding 1 cup of orzo. Make sure to stir it as soon as it enters the pot because orzo does have a tendency to stick to the bottom of the pot, which is another reason that I added 2 tablespoons of butter instead of 1. So we're gonna reduce this to a very low simmer, so about a 1 or a 2. And once you're at that point, you will cover it and simmer it for about 12 minutes total. But don't just leave it there. You are going to want to stir it every 3 to 4 minutes. This is just to encourage even cooking, and it also helps prevent that orzo from sticking to the pan. So take that lid off, and we're going to continue simmering it until the orzo is completely done. This will also evaporate off some of the sauce. And once that orzo is completely cooked through, I like to add in about a 1/4 cup of chiffonaded basil, and at this point it is pretty much ready. But I will say, if the sauce seems a little thick for you, you can continue simmering over low and eventually it will evaporate off and thicken. Hey honey. It's delightful. When I first started cooking, I thought that you needed a lot of ingredients to make things taste good. It's not true. The most simple ingredients create the most delicious recipes, and this is one example of that. Now, the only thing I do think it might need is a little bit of Parmesan. So there are a lot more one-pot pasta recipes where that came from. I'll leave a link down below in the description for this recipe and for a roundup I have of 20 different one-pot pasta recipes, so you can never run out of dinner ideas. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. That's how I know to make more videos like this. I look forward to hearing if you try this recipe out. Let me know down below in the comments if you do. And if you have any specific recipe requests or video ideas, please let me know. Thanks for watching, and I will be back next week with another new cooking video for you.